Commentating Grand Finals, you're joined by Hangman and Renegades DeBuzz, and we're looking at Twin Tail Dittos for Grand Finals.
I wonder how many people are watching this.
Who knows? Honestly, like, I want to catch the VODs after this.
Yeah, right?
It looks like you could follow 8-Way Run on YouTube and on Twitter at 8-Way Run, and the stream at 8wayrun.tv. Never heard of it. But hey, if you're tuned in, thanks for joining us. And we're going to be seeing Catfight versus TrapLord Huey for Grand Finals. TrapLord Huey having climbed his way out from loser side, and Catfight having defending the winner's side. Let's see if he can come out before a bracket reset occurs.
Yep. So right now we're seeing, Classroom TrapLord Huey, the bird thing, and the chill, I forgot the name, and then of course, Black Catfight has just been rocking the Parasol and Thunderbird. And yeah, I want to see some adaptations. I do feel like when TrapLord Huey switched to the Parasol in winners for the last game, he did a lot better, so I'm kind of surprised we aren't seeing that again. But it's a comfort pick, just like Blueberry.
He might be feeling a bit more confident now with his climb that he's had to make, really showing that the Chillers have what it takes to get around the Thunderbird and the Parasol defenses. I
think that's actually one thing worth mentioning is that, TrapLord Huey is coming from a big run of losers bracket, so he has a lot of momentum, and he is, warm, Black Catfight's obviously, turning up right now, but, he hasn't played for a little bit potentially, so he might be a little bit cold and need a little bit of time to, get back into groove of things.
Right.
Although Huey does have to take 2 sets from Black Catfight to win this tournament.
And taking those sets is no small feat. We've seen how this game can potentially be draining on its players with how long these matches can go on for.
It's fine. We say long, yet we play Smash Brothers and matches can go 6 minutes sometimes.
Oh, no, yeah. We're used to being in here for the long haul. And there's a chance we could be here in the long haul too, but we got to see TrapLord Huey bring it back as first match goes in favor of Black Catfight.
Yep. Right now, this is just looking like a repeat of Winners Finals, though. I'm really hoping we see some mix-ups, maybe a character topic, something. Oh, and now you got the switch to the Parasol. Oh, it's Parasol Chiller though, no Thunderbird.
All right, this is a very interesting approach to this. There must be some sort of check involving the Chiller around Thunderbird and Parasol that TrapLord is just adamant on showing us why he's utilizing this fist.
I have not seen it yet this entire tournament, to be honest, outside of the fact that it just shoots straight, so it's pretty fast. Oh, we get the Thunderbird into that. That's so much. That's what Chelta does. That was the only hit of this game, and that is already basically the game right there. Yeah, unless TrapLord Huey can get a big hit going back.
This is looking like a rough scene. I really want to see TrapLord Huey mix up his approaches, or at the very least change out of the Chiller. I feel like this Chiller just isn't working out. At no point have we seen it work against enemy Twin Tails, especially with this Umbrella, with the Parasol Thunderbird combo. And now TrapLord trying to get through with the meter, but he's not going to be able to find an opening.
And the thing is, I really like how Black Catfight slows the game down. What he does is when the game's even, he's kind of going offensive, but the moment he has a lead, what he starts doing is he'll block, throw an attack out, not with the intent to hit the opponent necessarily, but he'll just throw the attack out, make a net block, and back off. And he gets a lot of distance, the opponent attacks, he blocks it, and then does the same thing. And he basically keeps the lead by making the opponent have to commit to things that he can't commit to because he's too far away.
That was excellent patience on the half of Catfight.
That's it. That's a perfect. Yeah, I called that perfect 2 seconds in advance. Wait, was that not perfect? Oh.
No, you must have gotten it.
Look, I never said that. Okay, erase the VODs. It's never happened.
Nuke the VODs. It's like a tiny bit of chip damage was what allowed it to happen, but we are moving to the Change Fighter screen. Now, whether or not we see anyone move off the Twin Tails, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure we're staying with the Twin Tails, although stage-wise, it seems we're moving to Ribbon Ring. Okay.
So is Twin Tails top tier needs to be banned? Because we see 2 of her in Grand Finals. Obviously, she needs some nerfs. Obviously. I'm kidding. Yeah. Please don't respond to that seriously. I'll be mad if you do.
Nuke the VODs.
Anyway, so we got, this is definitely a comfort pick from TrapLord Huey. We've seen it pick it quite a few times. He just likes having the extra distance. Right now we see TrapLord Huey really hasn't thrown 1 punch yet. Meanwhile, Black Catfight's thrown a few, but no one's even hit anything. They're really just trying to find the tiny openings and play as patient as possible.
And it's Catfight who manages the high ground, but he doesn't keep it for long. We see the first strike finally hit, in favor of Lord Huey, but can he maintain that momentum? He needs to get something in order to start, taking the reins back from Catfight.
Yeah, especially because Catfight almost has meter. Meanwhile, Huey still has a bit to go. So just that meter is going to be so big. But that lead is pretty significant. And yeah, unless TrapLord Huey gets cut by a Thunderbird, he should be able to hold this for the next 47 seconds. Yeah. No, that meter burner is going to really hurt Black Catfight. And I think he has to just kind of accept, hey, this is probably not my round. Maybe if he can burn Huey's meter, force him to use it, that'd be really helpful. But
we're seeing Huey play much more patiently in this and just sort of waiting for Catfight to make these mistakes and then punish him accordingly. Although it's been very minute trades between the two of them. The percentage lead that TrapLord is holding is now going to grow thanks to this use of meter, breaking him down to about 30% of his health.
He's basically taken this game for sure, but he burned meter in the process. He didn't have to, so I feel like that's, if I'm Black Catfight, I'm going to be pretty happy about that, considering I lost this round anyway. Now they're just both kind of throwing attacks out, really trying to build meter up. Black Catfight has it. I feel like Black Catfight's got to go for a bit more of an offensive stance, because last time he was kind of like, he was very hesitant with his offense, which is not what we're used to seeing from him. Now they're both not even pressing button. They're both so afraid of each other's slowdowns.
This character just has fantastic tools for responding and punishing your opponents. Between the slowdowns to the aerial movement, and I'm starting to see why TrapLord Huey opted for the Chiller. The fact that it's just a very consistent range and strength compared to the Umbrella's defensive movements or Thunderbird's unusual angle and stun. That being said, I don't really know about if double Chiller is the way. No, it's working, though.
I like it because that way he can block an attack and so is a threat of punching with the second one. So, you can't really just break through the double Chiller. And he always has the threat of, I'm just going to punish you. And you can really see that Black Catfight has to respect it. And the reason the Umbrella works so good for is because you throw it a lot of attacks at the Umbrella, it stops it. But with Huey just not even blocking and instead choosing to slow it down, Black Catfight can't commit to the Umbrellas.
And right now, 30 seconds left on the clock, slowly dwindling down. And someone had taken a screen cap by the looks of it.
Oh.
Yo, guys, I know the match is hype, but don't take screen caps. All right, so we're moving right back into the action. And as we were saying, a little bit of a percentage lead in favor of TrapLord Huey.
Now, I'm going to expect Black Catfight to counterpick that brass max stage if he loses this, because that stage favors offensive positioning a lot more.
Certainly.
But right now, but Black Catfight, from the depths of the feet, claws his way out and is going to take this game, I think.
Oh, but we have the grab. Is that going to be enough? It's going to just barely.
Wow. That was clutch.
That was a nice grab. All right.
That was very close.
So now, moving into the situation where we're going to see the potential stage switch, and I feel like Sky Arena is going to be one of the potential stages on the board.
That or the Spring level.
Yes.
Oh,
Buster Beach. All right. The asymmetric layout of the stage, I could see why this would favor whoever ends up being the more dominant Twin Tail. So...
And we also saw, this is the first match of the set, and Black Catfight took it very convincingly here.
Yeah, I just realized there's no such thing as Dave's stupid rule outside of Smash. So
yeah,
go back to stages that they feel more comfortable with.
I wonder if there's even stage bans. Probably not.
I know there's just stages that aren't allowed, but outside of that, I think there's just picks and counter picks. Either way, Buster Beach is going to be the setting for this Game 3.
Now, what's interesting is because of that thing in the middle, Black Catfight's much more confident throwing out a lot of attacks, knowing that Huey can't get close enough to use the Chilla and really punish and pressure. And you can see him being a lot more liberal with all of his attacks as a result of the thing in the middle.
And the stun from that Thunderbird is just devastating, just having opened up TrapLord Huey. But TrapLord Huey is responding in turn with his meter.
Yo, TrapLord Huey is saying he is not losing this game. He's at least going to take a set at this rate.
Yeah, this man wants to reset the bracket.
Yeah, oh, look at that though. Yep, this direct punish after blocking and parrying. hitting the umbrella and dodging. Oh, he gets clipped by the Thunderbird.
That was a great cross-up.
And you're already just seeing the difference in comfort because it looks like Huey is not comfortable on the stage. He might switch off chillers.
He's going to stick the double chillers. He is confident in these gloves.
Yeah.
He wants to showcase that these arms have what it takes to be able to win out in the mirror match. However, it's certainly a hard doing. I feel like the additions to Twintel's aerial movement that we see from the parasol, her drift is ever so slightly altered, and that can also be throwing off TrapLord Huey's responses.
I want to go back to something you said for a second. You said he feels more comfortable on the. He wants to show chillers have what it takes to win the matchup. It might not be like he thinks he has an advantage matchup-wise with the chillers, but it might be a comfort thing. You know, we definitely see Black Catfight is very comfortable with the Thunderbird and the parasol, and he's probably very comfortable fighting against it for that same reason. So, you really want to fight your opponent's fire with a weaker fire kind of thing. Oh, did he just burn meter?
He burnt meter, but it really didn't do anything for him because of the super exchange that was already occurring from Catfight's meter.
That is an unfortunate error, and that could have been a really big lead he held if he didn't burn the meter. I mean, he still has a lead, but like, it's a very small lead. One good punch and that's it.
And you know what? Building off of what you had said previously about the comfort picking with the double chillas, I feel like this is less how they're utilizing the arms and utilizing specifically Twintel's abilities. The ability to slow down, the ability to drift, and making use of that. Like, the arms just sort of conform to the comfort of the character as a whole. Yeah. That's just more an experience of their abilities. And now we see the double meter burn, and it's going to be Huey who's taking the lead in this.
Now, I don't like how TrapLord didn't use an attack there. He could have just thrown some attacks out to burn extra meter. So that was it's like a tiny inefficiency, but you know, everything counts sometimes. I mean, we've seen situations where like 1 point of damage decides the winner of a match.
Yeah. You know, considering the fact that you can't die off of chip damage in this game, literally a pixel can be the difference.
Yep. Even for building super meter, but whatever. And now you see TrapLord TV is, you know, he's on the he's on the negative altitude, but I feel like it hasn't mattered much. Since neither character is really able to pressure the other one, I feel like the altitude difference is not coming into play at all. And I also feel like Black Catfight is getting a bit impatient, and you see Huey starting to read, you know, he's calling out when Catfight's going to attack and just hitting it before the attacks because, once again, you know, the arcs of the Thunderbird and the slowness of the Parasol just gives the Chilla a really easy chance to just come swinging.
Ooh, we see an opening appear, and this is looking like a fantastic opportunity for Catfight, racking up a solid amount of damage and taking a minor lead. But can he maintain it is the question. We're seeing that TrapLord is adapting very well in the grand scheme of this set. The longer it goes, the more that he seems to have developed a game plan.
Yeah, but you know, he's still losing this game. You know, Catfight almost has his meter back, and Huey can't. He has to go on the offense at some point. It's 24 seconds left, and I'm sure Black Catfight is very pleased with just, you know, timing his opponent out. Why wouldn't you? Oh, no, now he can. Now he has to do something. He has 14 seconds, makes it 13, 12. I should just count down every single second. That wouldn't be annoying at all. But yeah, no, you see it in the slowdown. He has a super. He's going to have to burn it or go for a grab, and that's 50-50. Grab or super.
Well, he's deep in the corner right now. He's going to have to eat this percentage, but is it going to be enough? No, it is not.
And he definitely gets wrong in 50-50. I think he should win for grab. I feel like the super is more the obvious choice. But then again, with the slowdown effect, you just slow it down the grab. Yeah, I don't think that was a good option. It seemed like checkmate.
So now, sitting here in a position where TrapLord Huey can reset the bracket on Catfight, but can Catfight mount the offensive that he needs in order to bring things back? The momentum didn't really waver that heavily. It was just a lot of key decisions that TrapLord Huey was making that made the difference as a whole. We see the stage picked in DNA Lab, and I feel that the way that Catfight approaches this character using the Thunderbird and the Parasol is really going to assist how well he shifts the momentum back into his favor.
I could definitely see it. Especially because, yeah, he's just like hiding behind the thing is also he can hide behind the pillars, and that's going to really negate a lot of the advantages of the Chillis. So that's a huge deal. And you see right there, you know, TrapLord tried to punch through the pillar, it just didn't work.
And now, even though TrapLord is the one who uses the pillars defensively, notice the situation that it puts him in, because overall, the awareness of the stage is just pressing even further into Catfight's advantage, because he's directly cornering TrapLord.
Yeah, I see it right now. He's just seeing the dash behind the pillar. A little parry, dash forward, can't do anything off of it, says, okay, I'll just block. Be safe.
It's a very minute lead that TrapLord has, but he's maintaining it very well right in the face of danger, just constantly moving around using the slow and stepping out of it.
You see they're both kind of dashing in rhythm with each other, which is very interesting because you can dash and immediately do the slow, so it's like you can't dash and attack really. Oh, what? That was a bad drop. That, especially with 24 seconds left.
That was great patience on
Oh,
Catfight's
that was a good
half,
bait, though.
and now we see TrapLord going in for the lead.
I just want to talk about how good that bait was. He threw the grab, knowing that Black Catfight's going to slow it down and try to punch as a counter, and Huey says, okay, you get a counter, super. And then he gets lead and probably took the game off that.
Can he manage to maintain this lead? It's a very minute one, but he does as the clock crunches its way down.
And he's one game away from resetting the bracket on Black Catfight, who dominantly took him into losers in the winners finals.
Yeah. You know, as I was saying, this player, he just needed the time to assess the situation, figure out a game plan, and it seems like he really has one on lock. And on top of that, he's been quickly adapting to what Catfight is throwing at him throughout this set.
Yep, freezes him, and then there you go. And whenever Black Catfight gets frozen, he just kind of stays there and blocks. And I feel like that could be open for Huey to actually grab him, because with the slower arms, I think that might be safe, but I don't play this game, so should ask me. Yeah, no, you definitely notice he constantly blocks after being frozen. I just want to point that out. Okay, this should be...
That's a ton of damage.
This is probably going to be game. Actually, there's 61 seconds left. Maybe Huey should actually burn meter and try and get something going. I feel like he shouldn't stall this out for too long. Okay, now this is game. I don't think there's any way he can come back here. At this point, Black Catfight just wants to throw attacks out. And yeah, just end this game as quick as possible and move to the next one. Oh, but Huey's saying no.
He's got 40 seconds on the clock. That might be all the time that he needs in order to be able to reset this bracket, but Catfight's making him work for his money right now.
Yep. As for his, Catfight switched to the double Thunderbirds. That's a minute difference, but that's mattering so much because of the pillars.
And on top of that, the long-range super really showed off its work with the double Thunderbirds. They were able to really put in the work, and they were just swarming around TrapLord.
Yep. And Black Catfight is not letting this comeback happen. Yeah, these slowdowns seem really annoying for both players. There's like, I haven't seen a direct answer to the slowdowns yet.
All right, so once again, going to time, it looks like Catfight's going to be bringing us into a situation where he's going to be stopping this bracket reset, though. He's going to have to work a little bit harder if he's going to be able to win things out in Game 5.
Yep, okay, and we got, now look, all the pillars are gone, so now the advantage of the double Thunderbird, I feel like, is pretty much negated. You know, it's just, the chillers are going to be so much pressure with no way to hide behind them and get away from them. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay.
Look at that.
That...
Double Thunderbird still proving to come in clutch against the Chiller Thunderbird combo, and what I feel is assisting it is the fact that the birds are able to swoop around the height difference in the lab. Take note that Catfight is constantly sitting at the lower end of it. He's letting the birds swoop up and around into TrapLord Huey's space.
Oh, you're right. Now, I like it did like a little jump and floated above the stairs, to like try to negate any sort of height advantage Huey had for a moment. And I just hope Huey doesn't get tilted after this, because this is like, you know, having a pretty good lead and going like beating Catfight and then just making a huge comeback and kind of obliterating you like this. You don't want to let this affect you, but it might. So I'm hoping Huey can keep it composed.
This is a crucial moment for TrapLord Huey right now. If he manages to stop the reverse 3-0, he's resetting the bracket and he's taking a ton of mental momentum away from Catfight.
Yeah. You can see it both, at least one of them's thinking right now. Looks like Catfight, yeah, taking a break. Trying to think about what he wants to do. Huey seems like he's in the zone. He probably just wants to keep going because even though he lost that game, he has momentum.
Game 5 is bringing us to Buster Beach. This is a dangerous pick.
We'll see what happens. This will be a very hype match.
And we're seeing that both of these players seem to be dedicating into their double picks. Double Thunderbird, double Chillers. TrapLord Huey versus Catfight is going to be Game 5 here on Buster Beach.
Just remember that TrapLord Huey is from losers, so he wins this. He resets the bracket versus Black Catfight, who has up until now dominated everyone. But these adaptations from Huey are immaculate, as we are seeing, you know, quite the change in playstyles. I was honestly expecting the set to just be another clean sweep as well. And we see that Black Catfight is sticking to double Thunderbirds. Maybe figure out an answer, maybe realize the Parasols aren't quite effective anymore.
We're seeing Catfight approaching with these double Thunderbirds close in, and the pressure game is just immense. The fact that Catfight's able to effectively move in with these grabs, despite how effective the birds are at long range, just showing.
Oh, he's in the corner. Oh no, he's in the corner.
He's deep in the corner too.
And you see that Catfight is just holding him in there. Okay, use his meter, get out of that. That is good, but he's still in the corner. He has to get out now.
That was an excellent sense of meter usage from TrapLord Huey, preventing what could have been a fatal situation.
He gets out of the corner, gets a grab, and he has a slight. Oh, he has a decent lead now. Yeah, and he's blocking because he has Chilla and. Dang. This was looking like Catfight's game, but that one clutch grab read is paying off the dividends. But Catfight answering back with a grab, and now we have the chase down. We have 10 seconds left.
These percentages are very close, but Catfight is going to be bringing things back into his favor.
I just want to note that Catfight called out the dash back from TrapLord and punished him hard with that really small read, but in these kind of situations, any read like that matters. And we're one game away from potentially Black Catfight taking this one over TrapLord Huey after what I can say a tremendous struggle where he was up a set.
Yeah, regardless of the outcome, both of these players have just showcased a fantastic sense of mental fortitude right now, but it's Catfight who's looking to make sure that he comes out on top.
And I think once again, Catfight called out the dash preemptively from Huey, and calling out these preemptive dashes, reading where his opponent's going to go. Uh oh, but Huey's not letting this happen. He blocks, parries, dashes forward, and gets a punish with his super. And we have 65 seconds on the clock for Huey to figure something out now. He cannot play defensive. If he lets Black Catfight control pace the match and call out these dashes one more time, that's game.
And TrapLord Huey now sitting at 20%. This could be the final stretch that Black Catfight needs. He's got 50 seconds left on the clock, and the pressure is not letting up. We have the grab, and there we have it.
And you have your champion, Black Catfight. Momentous struggle. Give it up for Black Catfight. Also give it up for TrapLord Huey. He made a really good fight as well. Both these players duked it out, made a really entertaining fight, and they both deserve a lot of props.
Absolutely.